Now we're gonna work on showing a transfer from floor to mat. Okay, this is a fall recovery transfer. So if your patient has fallen, you wanna help them be able to get back up onto a surface, a couch, a chair, whatever is gonna get them up off the floor. Whenever they fall, there are a couple things you want them to think about before they try to move. Did they hit their head? Did they hurt any part of their body? What's available in their environment? And do they feel safe, or do they need to call for help? Okay, once you have educated them on some of those basic concepts before they start to move, you can work on training from the floor to the mat. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple examples of ways and strategies to get up. The first one is going to be if a patient that you're working with has had a stroke. And for this example, Miss Andrea has had a stroke affecting her left side of her body. And the first one we're going to work on is the upper extremity is more involved than the lower extremity. So her left upper extremity is the most involved aspect of her body. And so when we're working on the transfer, we're going to focus on recovery. And that means we're going to work on forced use of her left upper extremity. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on rolling and getting you up onto the mat.
Okay.
Okay? So we've worked on several different postures in the clinic. So, you know, when you were on your hands and your knees at a mat, different positions. So we'll be going through some of those positions. But the first thing we're going to do is work on rolling. Okay? So I'm going to help, and I'm going to take this arm and bring it out to the side.
Okay.
And that's so that when you roll over, you're not going to roll and smash your arm here. Okay? And then I'm going to have you just go ahead and reach with this arm. Good, you are nice and strong on that side. Okay, there we go. Now that she's on her side, I would like you to go ahead and bend your knees just a little bit. Okay, great. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this arm under you, onto your elbow, okay? So we're gonna come here, and I'm gonna help you get that arm under you, okay? My knees are right here under her trunk. I'm gonna move my arm to show you. So you'll see her trunk is supported by my knees to keep her nice and stable there. I have this arm here to help encourage weight bearing, okay? Now what we're gonna do is I want you to push up onto this hand, okay? So go ahead and push up. Okay, now my hands are gonna go towards her tricep. This positioning is to prevent buckling, okay? So make sure you're right there on her tricep, okay? And you don't want to be forcing too much. You wanna make sure that she's trying to use her muscles to stabilize, but keep her nice and safe. Once again, you'll see my knees are staying here close to her trunk to give her that extra stability. Now she can reach up with her right arm and then her left arm up onto the mat. Okay, now I'm going to come here, and I've scooted towards her left side to help with the pelvis and the upper extremity. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're going to go onto your knees. Okay, 1, 2, 3, up onto her knees. Okay, if I need to, I can help with the pelvis and then at the arm as needed. If I need to have my hand here, I can, or I can be here still on the tricep. Okay, we need to get her left knee up into this position. So what we're going to do is we're going to have her weight shift towards her right side and bring that knee up. Remember, she's got a fair amount of strength there, so she can help with that. Okay, nice and easy. Now what we're going to do to end is we're going to have her stand up, pushing with her arm. She's going to stand up, and then you're going to turn that way over your right shoulder to get your bottom onto the mat. Okay, I'm going to keep my hand here at first to help her while she's pushing, and then once she stands up, my hand will move to her pelvis. Okay, 1, 2, 3, up, and then there she goes. Okay, great. The next strategy that we're going to work on is we're going to have Miss Andrea has had a stroke still affecting her. We'll do her left side. We're going to do the stroke this time has been affecting her right side. Okay, so now her right side is affected, and it's mostly her lower extremity. Okay, so it's her right lower extremity is the most affected. Okay, when I say most affected, think about maybe this is a 3+ out of 5, while the rest of the extremities are maybe a 4, 4-. Okay. Okay, so there is still strength available, but it's not as strong as the other limbs, okay? So once again, we're working on forced use, and working towards recovery. So to work on the rolling, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have you bend this knee, okay? I can help guide to that position if needed, and then we're gonna help work on forced use. So I'm gonna have one hand here on the knee, one hand here on the hip, okay? While she works on rolling, we're gonna cue her to use those muscles, okay? Now we're gonna bend her knees, so go ahead and bend your knees for me. Remember at this point now, her upper extremities are pretty relatively strong, so she can use them. I can be here to help if we need. So go ahead and go up onto your elbow, okay, and then go up to your hands. Okay, now she's gonna go ahead and reach up again to the mat. This time, my hands need to be on both sides of the pelvis, okay? So I want you to push with your arms and we're gonna lift your bottom up, okay? 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, great. I can come to this side because this is her involved side, okay? I'm on her right side. Okay, now we have to get this right knee up. So she once again is gonna have to weight shift, bring this knee up. I'm gonna model that, right? So I'm doing the same position as her. Once again, she's gonna push up with her arms and then you're gonna bring your bottom over to that side, okay? When I say 3, I want you to push through your leg and your arm and then bring your bottom over here. 1, 2, 3, up. And then there you go. Okay? Before you end, you always want to make sure that your patient is safe, that their bottom's all the way on the mat, and their feet are where they should be placed.